Peace, everybody. This is a video that I did yesterday, but for some reason it's not allowing me to download, so I just wanted to really quickly condense it and touch on this topic for the year 2014. There's an issue that really is bothering me, and it is the continuation of the feminization imagery on television, music, and so forth, where it's just like they are really, I mean, you really don't see, and like my girl brought this out because, like I said, we got a little, son over here. He about a year, and so we check out Sprout and all of that, and it's just really clear how black male images are not non-existent. And then if you turn to any other popular TV show that a lot of us are watching, like Real Housewives and all these quote unquote real TV, there are no brothers on TV, and only ones that you do see are homosexuals or they're Negroes, or nobody ever represents anything uh that is not acceptable and palatable to white people, and that is bugging me out because I'm thinking like, yo, we supposed to be way past this now. We supposed to be a lot further past this. But what would I expect from the media? Would I expect anything else? No. I just watched a quick lecture by the brother who wrote the Meta, and he just basically put it out there. He's like, look, white kids are teaching their children stuff, and they always start at Greece. What kind of effect would it have if they taught their kids the truth in terms of, well, the Greeks learned from Africans and from black people? It would have a terrible effect on their self-identity, their self-worth, and their contribution to overall humanity. So they don't teach that. They just don't. They just teach that it all started from Greece. It came from Greece, and if it's anything worth talking about, it started somewhere in the Mediterranean. And they leave us out of the equation altogether. So I think that it's time that we start to teach our kids, because what's going on when we're just teaching our kids white history and slavery? That's all they know about themselves is slavery. And the new independent black woman is not so-called black women. They're not helping because their goal is only money. They're not in it for the progress of anybody. Their independence is not benefiting our people. They are benefiting everybody else because all these independent chicks buy weed from China, get their fingernails done by the Koreans, buy food from God knows who, and they pay their money to go to clubs to show off how independent they are to whoever these Pakistanis and all these other foreigners, so you can pay $500 for a bottle that they only paid $30 for. So I mean, I'm telling you, man, people are laughing at us, yo. And like when I watch crap like Tosh.0, not for entertainment value, but just to keep an eye on the tone of speech on television right now. These crackers is getting bold, son. You know what I mean? And sorry if y'all offended by the word crackers, but when somebody who is not us starts to make jokes that only we allowed to make in our circle, yo, I'm gonna call it like I see it. So we gotta tighten this up this year. So I'm asking everybody, yo, turn off this TV, man. Leave it alone. The number one way to destroy this devil is to ignore him, because a lot of his influence and power just comes through this right here, this media, these computers, these televisions. That's his biggest and best weapon. He couldn't do it with military weapons. He couldn't even do it with AIDS. He couldn't do it with crack, because you have to understand, they have been trying to kill us for a long time, and not some of us, but all of us, and they have failed several times. It's just that we don't get to see all of their failures. Their failures aren't on the news every night, like the little cat who will kill somebody in your local projects, and they'll run that story all week. So it always seems like, oh, we just kill each other, da 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 da. But if you show all bad news, then it's very difficult to be that beacon of light to suggest that there's some good going on. So that's what I'm here to do. Let y'all know what's some good going on out here. We are handling our business. The conscious community is expanding, or what I should say, the brothers and sisters who want to learn something is expanding, because they're starting to see, people are feeling weird about what's going on, because it's like, what is this? You know what I mean? So it's just that time. So in particular, I just wanted to spit this out for all the brothers who are tired of this sort of homosexual, how they're big up in these homosexuals. Just let them know. And again, I have to really condense this. Homosexuality is nothing but a new form. Is not even new form. Is probably the most is what they're investing in primarily as a means of genocide. Because if you're screwing a man and you're a woman screwing a woman, you're not making babies. So if the one way to they can convince 6 billion people to get rid of themselves is by just interloping with the same gender. So that's why I'm like, be careful of that. I'm not saying gays are bad from the standpoint that you hear on TV, oh, they were, this, and this, or you're going to hell, or da-da-da-da-da. But I do know that we can't progress if a man ain't acting like a man and playing the role and exhibiting the masculine role. The country and our community cannot develop if the female is not aware with the role of femininity and the energy that is necessary in our community. And that's what's wrong. We got a lot of misinformation, miseducated people who because the word education is a lie and is confusing you, and because somebody has taught you, you think you're educated. But the thing is, the people who are teach you don't know everything. And they have a goal not to teach you to make you better, but to teach you to make you a suitable slave for the future. The new slaves got fake hair. They got everything from somebody else. Those are the new slaves. They are consumers. Those are the new slaves nowadays. They pay money for stuff that they already have. You know what I mean? They already have hair. Why you got to spend so much money on hair? So it was ridiculous. So when the woman starts acting like a woman and the man starts acting like a man, they will be able to get somewhere. But in the meantime, homosexuality, we gotta deal with it as we deal with it. Not to say that if you're gay or whatever, you can't help us in this movement to get where we gotta go, but everybody has to be held accountable. You know what I mean? We can't be over here acting like that's cool because white people are doing it, because in their politically correct world, it's alright to be gay. Nah, that's not our world, that's not our culture. Brothers and sisters, I beg of you, please study Supreme Mathematics. Get back to the 120 lessons if you're just getting into higher consciousness. Is a great place to start. And once you graduate from that, go to the Metaneta and do the higher science. But for right now, real black men, stand up. Let these young brothers out here, because I see it among these young cats more than a little bit. Let them know what's going on. Let them know that is the new crack. Homosexuality is to this generation what crack was to my generation, and what heroin was to my father's generation, and what slavery was to our great grandfather's generation. It's the tool to divert the energy that will be taken to going towards our liberation and putting it towards something that has no positive outcome at the end of the day. So big up to everybody. Again, we're going on with this Marcus Garvey movement, the Levi Club Incorporated. I'm going to tighten it up some more before I start promoting it big time. I got some heads this year. We're about to do some real stuff, like for real. So this is just a little public service announcement. No more homo in 2014. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? I had to come up with a slogan. Alright, where it is. But anyway, yo, big up everybody. Big up Marcus Garvey, all the teachers who helped me, John Henry Clark, all of them, man. We love y'all, man. And y'all live with us and y'all live through us. And I know our ancestors spoke through you, who now speak through us. And we're going to call on our ancestors to get back where we got to go. And big up to all the people out there who are coming into their right mind. All right? Peace. We'll check y'all a little later. And we're going to discuss how we can use African principles to get this job done. Peace.